Hi, this is the tutorial video about how to assemble the Esky HG997 digital TV antenna. It's a very sophisticated antenna. It's powerful and heavy duty. Please note that during installation, no additional tools or technical expertise will be required, but at least 2 people should be present. After unpacking, please use a pair of scissors to cut off all the zip ties and then check whether you have received the following main components as their standard specification. 1 antenna bracket, 4 reflectors, 2 dipoles, 1 coaxial cable, 1 AC adapter, 1 amplifier, 1 signal collector with a dipole, 2 U-shaped thin metal plates, 4 rectangular fasteners, 4 washers, several screws and wing nuts, 4 W-shaped fasteners. Now we begin to assemble the Esky 997 antenna. Place the antenna bracket on a level surface with the protruding directors standing upright. First, we do the easiest part. Apply gentle pressure to pull apart the booms located on both sides. Please note, when pulling the booms apart, be careful not to touch the directors, or else permanent damage may be incurred to them. Find the hole, also known as hole X, right between the endmost 2 adjacent directors on the middle boom. Then squeeze inwards the outside 2 booms until the black bridges connecting the middle boom with the 2 outside ones dovetail together. With the 2 sets of holes on the bridges aligned with hole X. Push the longest screw through the holes and then tighten with a proper wing nut. Now we prepare reflector parts for the antenna. Dovetail the reflectors with male end to female end 2 by 2. Please note, when dovetailing is done, check whether the cubical aluminum tubes fit well with each other. If not, separate them and simply turn 1 reflector of a pair for 180 degrees and then re-dovetail. For each pair of dovetail reflectors, select 2 rectangular fasteners and then place them on the dovetailed parts in the very center, with the holes of the fasteners lined up with those of the dovetailed reflectors. Push a proper screw through each set of lined up holes and tighten each with a wing nut. You may ask how to define a proper screw. Well, there are 3 types of screws. Besides the longest one we used before, there are only 2 types of screws. We can call them small screws and big screws. The screws we apply here are small ones. There are 2 types of small screws. One type is slightly longer. Use the longer ones. Find the hole on the middle boom in closest proximity to the pole receptacle. This is the pole receptacle. And then place 2 W-shaped fasteners on the middle boom, with arms facing the directors and their holes aligned with that of the boom. Put a big screw through the aligned holes and then fix it with an appropriate wing nut to an extent that allows 2 fingers width between the W-shaped fasteners. It's important to remember that we do not need to tighten the wing nut yet. The next step requires at least 2 people, 3 at best. It is strongly advised against leaving the reflectors directly against the level surface to prevent any potential damage. You may ask another person to hold the antenna bracket in the air during this installation. Install a pair of dovetailed reflectors into the W-shaped fasteners on both sides of the middle boom, and at the same time with the black capped end facing outwards, and the reflector tube furthest from the black capped end inserted through the skewed slots on the W-shaped fasteners. Then snap fit the W-shaped fasteners with the dovetailed reflectors and tighten the wing nut. The reflector parts are well assembled. Prepare the signal collector. Secure a U-shaped thin metal plate with 2 small screws and wing nuts to the 2 holes next to the black box of the signal collector. Do not forget to put the washers under the wing nuts. Then repeat the process on the other side. Please note, both the U-shaped metal plates should be installed into the signal collector with the 2 prongs facing outwards. Secure the signal collector on the middle boom. Remove the wing nut and washer on the built-in screw and put it through the hole on the middle boom. Where's the hole, you may ask? With the director standing upright, the hole is on the lateral side of the middle boom between the last director and the reflector. Then tighten with the washer and wing nut. Find the hole at the end of the middle boom and then place 2 W-shaped fasteners on the middle boom. We did the same thing several minutes ago when we assembled the reflectors. Same method, but with arms facing the opposite direction, with their holes aligned with that of the boom. Put a big screw through the aligned holes and then fix it with an appropriate wing nut to an extent that allows 2 fingers width between the W-shaped fasteners. Also, we do not need to tighten the wing nut yet. The next step also requires 3 people. Install a pair of dipoles into the W-shaped fasteners on both sides at the same time with the black capped end facing outwards. And the dipole tube, the farthest one from the black capped end, insert it through the skewed slots on the W-shaped fasteners. Then snap fit the W-shaped fasteners with the dipoles and tighten the wing nut. Now the main body of the antenna is successfully assembled. We need to put it on the roof or higher ground. Prepare a pole that is no greater than 1.2 inches in diameter. Now you should place the entire antenna in such a way that all the directors, reflectors, and dipoles will be kept parallel to the ground, just like this. Loosen the 2 wing nuts on the pole receptacle so that your pole can be easily inserted through the receiving opening. Insert your pole through the receiving opening with its larger portion facing the same direction as the connector of the signal collector. Please note, to lock the pole firmly in place, make sure that the pole is held tightly by all of the 4 tooth notches. And please also note, when all installation work is complete, the male connector on the signal collector should face the ground so as to be easily connected with the coaxial cable. Gently pull down the sleeve on one end of the coaxial cable to expose the female connector. Connect the female connector with the male connector of the signal collector and then pull up the sleeve to conceal the connectors. In your house, you should connect one side of the amplifier with the coaxial cable and the other side of your TV. Then plug the AC adapter into wall outlet and power up the amplifier. Things aren't over yet. If you want to get channels, you must scan on your TV when the antenna is properly mounted. Also, point your antenna to an available TV station. Each TV brand will vary, so for this example, we will use an LG LCD TV as reference. 1. Go to the TV's menu screen. Usually you can get there by pressing menu on your controller. 2. From menu, go to channel settings. 3. Be sure that you have selected antenna for your TV. You may find that it has been set to satellite or cable by default. 4. Select auto tuning or scan. This will update your channel information, and at the end, your TV will tell you how many channels you are receiving and whether your signal is strong or weak. 5. Your antenna is now ready for watching. If you received weak signal, you may want to rotate your antenna. Repeat step 4 after pointing in a different direction.